2025 is all about building resilience, healthy habits, sustainability, and most importantly, doing fewer dishes.
We're all about embracing healthy opportunities. Join us as we look at health trend predictions and maybe some life advice for 2025. I'm Nija. I'm a health educator and a garden expert.
And I'm Will. I'm a nutrition educator and registered dietitian.
We had all of our PO experts give us their predictions for 2025. Let's get into it. So we have our first trend. Let's see. Woo! Doing fewer dishes. I feel that. Yes.
Who doesn't want to do fewer dishes, you know?
Yes. That is a goal for 2025 for me to do fewer dishes. So maybe one pot meals, soups. It's a cozy season.
So it may not technically be less dishes, but if you're cleaning as you go, or Poe likes to say ABC, always be cleaning in the kitchen, then by the time you get to the end, it's gonna feel like a lot less dishes. So you kind of trick your mind, and and for me personally, it's a more desirable, pleasurable eating experience, knowing that I don't have to do so many dishes afterward.
All right, the next one, picking a single veggie to focus on during the season. Instead of trying to do it all, do it one thing really well. That's some sage life advice too, peep that. Yeah, so I can definitely see, like in the gardening forums that I'm in, people are, just focusing on one thing, whether it be, green beans or onions or something that they eat very often, carrots, lettuce. If you pick something that's prolific, like we had green beans at Poe over the summer, we had one pack of green beans. It basically spanned our whole fence for the whole summer. And, with that comes a lot of maintenance, picking the beans and harvesting, stuff like that. So if you pick one thing and you do it very well, it's easier for you to, keep up with it. And then you get to really reap the benefits of all your hard work, so.
Let's see our next 2025 Poe prediction. Shifting away from typical diets to intuitive eating. So I think this will definitely be a 2025 trend. One, it's always advised to see an expert in the field for nutrition advice. So you want to look for most of the time that RD, registered dietitian credential. Listen to your primary care doctor. With the upcoming trends and popularity with AI, just want to emphasize the fact that the credentials and the trusted experts are the first ones to trust. And then more specifically, this is one of those where I feel like you can kind of listen to your body a little bit, Of course, hunger cues aren't always perfect science, but trying to kind of fit into this mold of a very specific diet is really not good psychologically, but also kind of restricts the body. So some of the most sound advice, and the Poe Center recommends this, is to follow my plate. The 5 food groups: fruits, vegetable, grains, protein, and dairy. This is going to give you a nice, well-rounded plate. Also, it's going to add a lot of color to your plate, which your body is more likely to feel more satisfied, as opposed to kind of trying to meet these very specific guidelines of diet. So definitely look out for that in 2025. Good one. So workout habits, about being not so much about like giving 110%, but being just showing up. I teach yoga, do a lot of yoga, and to me, the hardest part is just showing up on the mat. One of my yoga teachers always likes to say, you get the game ball if you show up. So my encouragement for 2025 is, if you can just show up, even if you just do a couple reps of something, I bet that's gonna be a big trend in 2025.
I agree, and I feel like that philosophy is applicable to your whole life. So if you're going through a difficult time, just show up and you get the game ball, just for being there. Yeah, and I think this is a way to also really enforce like healthy habits. A lot of times we start our goals for 2025 or our goals for the new year in general, and by the middle of February we are on our couches, or we're not doing what we set out to do. So just being able to show up for yourself in that way, it's a way to build resilience and discipline, and those are character traits that really show up for yourself when you need them in the future. So it's a good time to build on those skills for sure. Let's see what the trends have. Engaging the family in the kitchen. Yes, this is definitely something that I like. Yeah, so there's less dishes, more hands in the kitchen, less effort that everyone has to put forth towards the meal, and more joy. So I love this, and this is a way to encourage healthy habits from the jump. So if they're small ones with little hands, they can learn what the foods taste like and function like before they're on your plate, raw vegetables versus cooked vegetables. So there's just a way to expand your palate and to, build a foundation of healthy habits.
Our little snippets here. All right, next one. It's like a bingo thing. And you've been chosen. Community-based gardening. People sharing produce, exchanging tips, helping each other in their gardens. So I may not have quite as much as Nija on this one, but I know we chatted earlier about my dad likes to farm in his free time, and he's got a lot of extra space. Nija was giving me some ideas about things to plant, but not only that, in situations like that, why not consult your neighbor and ask them if there's something you can plant for them, There's plenty of food to go around, and I think I'll let Nija take the rest of this one.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity, a great trend we see with people localizing their food systems because they can have more agency and sovereignty in the food that they eat and that they put into the system, whether they're sharing it with their neighbors or planting methods with the Three Sisters. And so I can definitely see an influx of this in 2025, and hopefully it'll keep going. Process of growing something and then eating something that someone has worked hard to tenderly nurture. You're able to build resilience and eat well, because everybody's got to eat. Please come check out our seed library and grow your own food.
Don't forget to like our video
and comment your predictions for 2025.
And don't forget to stay pro fit. Happy New Year!